Hey folks, this is Daryl at the Sound Shop again. We're going to give you a little demonstration of what we do when we process in a used instrument when they come in. We always like to inspect and go over every guitar very thoroughly. This is a trade-in that we got last week. It's a really nice Japanese-made Jackson, professional level guitar. It's just needing a little TLC. It come in, obviously it's got a broke string. We're going to restring it, set it up and adjust it and make sure everything's in good playing condition. And we're going to check several different things that we always check on each used item that we sell. We always, on electric guitars, we always look under the hood and we check the wiring. If it is an active system in a bass or an electric guitar with active pickups, as this one is, we always put in a fresh battery. We check all the spring tension and make sure that the tremolos are balanced properly. We tune them to standard with usually 9s or 10s. The gauge of the strings usually a 9 or a 10. If you have an instrument that you need to get tuned, or if you buy one from us that you need to get adjusted for your playing style, we always want to work with our customers and make sure that each guitar is set up and adjusted like you want it to play. In other words, if you have a special tuning that you use and you want it tuned half step low, or you want it tuned a whole step down, or use a drop D tuning, anything like that, we'll be glad to set it up and adjust it just for your playing style. Sometimes that requires heavier strings, lighter strings. If you like low action or higher action, we want to work with you individually and make sure that everything's just to your satisfaction. And that's on any new guitar or used guitar that we sell. We do service and repair all brands of instruments, so no matter what kind you have, any name brand, any style, we work on acoustics, basses, banjos, mandolins, and we do a lot of setup work and detail work for people. We detail the frets and so forth. When we get a guitar in, usually the first thing I do, we take all the old strings off. We tighten up the tuning keys. We check the nut up at the top. Like on acoustics and the electrics that doesn't have the locking tuners, we have a set of fret files, and we always detail the guitar with our fret files. These are files that are specially made to work on guitars, so they have a U-shaped file, so each string glides through the nut properly, so when you're tuning you don't get any pinching and pinging. Sometimes if you hear a creaking noise when you're tuning up, it's because the nut is not cut properly. We always detail the nuts. We take and polish each fret. This is a 24 fret guitar, so there's 24 frets that we polish thoroughly. We go over every one. We usually put, this is a rosewood fingerboard. Maple fingerboards we don't really use any kind of treatment, but if it's rosewood or ebony, we use some guitar honey. This is real good stuff that we put a little moisture back in the wood. If it's dried out, it keeps it from cracking. It makes it look nice too, and it cleans it very thoroughly. We also check the neck pocket. We make sure that the neck is set right. If it needs a shim in it, we'll usually shim it. On electric guitars and basses, we always set the intonation so it'll play in tune properly all the way up and down the scale of the guitar while you're playing. And then we make sure that the action is nice and low or playable. And again, some people like higher action, some people like lower action, so we'll be glad to set your guitar up the way you want it. But rest assured, if you buy a used instrument from us, we're going to make sure that it plays to the best that it can, and make sure that everything's serviced and working properly. In most cases, if you buy a used one from us or a new one, it's in much better playing condition and sounds better and plays better than anything you can buy. If you buy something that's mailed to your house and you get it out of the box, you kind of get whatever you get. But we're going to make sure that each instrument you buy at the Sound Shop is serviced, and we do free adjustments and tune-ups for the first year on anything you buy from us, new or used. So be sure to come see us if you have a need about getting your instrument serviced, or if you want to trade up and get a nice guitar, new or used, from us. We take trade-ins. We can do a layaway for you. We got a good sale going on right now, so we'd like for you to come on out and see us. Thanks.